So we are just a couple of weeks away from vlog number 100, and I had an idea for what I wanted to do for that milestone, but as the months have gone on and I've been thinking about it, I'm just like, no, I kind of don't want to do that anymore. In fact, the main premise of that video idea, I just want to kind of get rid of entirely. It's something that has kind of been a bit of a staple on this channel, but I'm just kind of tired of it and I want to move on from it. So that's a little cryptic, I know, but I will probably explain what I mean in vlog number 100. And in fact, there's a few things that I feel have gotten a little stagnant on this channel and they need a bit of a refresh. So that's probably something else that I'm going to roll out with video 100, or at the very least, video 101. Because, you know, you got to have a bit of a send-off for the other things, I guess. I don't know. Are there rules? Who knows? Anyway, that's vlog number 100. This is vlog number 98. So let's go ahead and roll the thing. Hey guys, Sean here. So there's something that I became utterly obsessed with at the beginning of this year, and it's something that I've mentioned very briefly throughout the entire year in my vlogs. I decided that I kind of want to do a deep dive into it, and how deep of a dive are we talking? Well, this is going to actually be 2 videos. This week is going to be setting up the thing, and then next week is going to be the thing. If that makes sense. The funny thing is, once both videos are done, I'll probably look at both of them and be like, that could have easily just been one video. I don't know why I split that into 2. So as you saw from the title of this video, the thing that I am talking about is critical roles. So let's go ahead and dive into the what, where, who, why, how, and when of Critical Role. And in order to do that, we need to first start off with Dungeons & Dragons. Put on your nerd diving helmet, because this is gonna get deep. Gary Gygax and Dave Arneson created Dungeons & Dragons in 1974. It is a fantasy-based tabletop role-playing game which consists of many rule books that were originally published by Tactical Studies Rules Inc., or TSR as they're more commonly known, until 1997, when Wizards of the Coast, a subsidiary of Hasbro, took over the publishing rights. It is considered to be the beginning of modern-day role-playing games and has influenced thousands of tabletop and video games for over 30 years. So what exactly is Dungeons & Dragons? Well, the game starts out with players creating a character. They do this by filling out a character sheet. They select the character's name, race, and class, basically what their job is. The classes consist of the following: Barbarian, Bard, Cleric, Druid, Fighter, Monk, Paladin, Ranger, Rogue, Sorcerer, Warlock, and Wizard. The players then determine their ability scores, which are statistics spread across 6 attributes: Strength, Dexterity, Constitution, Intelligence, Wisdom, and Charisma. They can then round out their character by creating a backstory and selecting other abilities that can be found in the rulebooks. The player characters then form a party and go on adventures. During these adventures, they will run into people in towns and travelers on the road. These people are known as non-player characters, or NPCs for short. The party will also have encounters with creatures and monsters that they will need to battle. All of these NPCs, creatures, and monsters are controlled by the Dungeon Master, or DM for short. This is another player that is basically the director for the whole adventure. The DM builds the world that the party goes through by describing the locations they are at, embodying the NPCs that they interact with, and controlling the enemies during battles. Combat is played out with a series of dice rolls using a set of various sided die. The dice used are 4-sided, your standard 6-sided, 8-sided, 12-sided, 20-sided, and 2 different 10-sided, one for the numbers 1 through 10, and the other for percentages to the power of 10. Each player will have abilities and attacks that are determined by their class and race. When the players defeat enemies, they will be rewarded with experience points, or XP for short. This will go towards leveling up their character. All players start at level 1, and when the required number of experience is gained, they will level up to level 2. This continues on up to level 20, which is the max level. However, getting to that point can take years of play. If you'd like to learn more about the history of D&D, Crash Course, which is a YouTube channel that was started by John and Hank Green, did a very good video about tabletop role-playing games for Crash Course Games, which is a series all about gaming. You can watch that by clicking this card right here. Okay, so now we have a what, let's talk about a where. And for that, we need to talk about Geek and Sundry. Geek and Sundry is a YouTube channel that was started by actress and internet video pioneer Felicia Day, pictured here with me at my first VidCon. Geek and Sundry started on April 2nd, 2012 as part of YouTube's $100 million original channel initiative. Essentially, Google, YouTube's parent company, went to various influencers including Felicia Day, Chris Hardwick, Amy Poehler, even Madonna, and gave them an investment to start new YouTube channels focused on creating premium content intending to kickstart a Google online TV network. In fact, the aforementioned Crash Course started by the Green brothers was one of these channels. Geek and Sundry has many shows, from tabletop gaming shows to scripted comedies to book clubs and even vlogs. Eventually, the company ended up getting bought by Legendary Pictures. However, Felicia Day remained in charge of the company for the time being. They also purchased the Nerdist channel, which was the channel started by Chris Hardwick in the original channel initiative. These channels now exist under the banner of Project Alpha. In 2015, it was decided that a high-production Twitch channel would be started, with scheduled shows and regular hosts. And so, on March 3rd, 2015, the first Geek and Sundry Twitch stream was broadcast, which was a 48-hour charity marathon for the Lupus Foundation of America. The following week, on March 9th, the regularly scheduled programming began. Now in May of 2018, only one of those shows is still around, and that is because it went on to become arguably the most popular, regularly scheduled program on all of Twitch. And that is where we will pick things up next week. And if you are a fan of Critical Role and you made it this far, you just squeed a little bit. However, that's going to do it for this week's video. So if you liked this video, go ahead and hit the like button. And if you'd like to see more of the crazy crap that goes on around here, including part 2 of the Critical Role video, go ahead and hit the subscribe button. And if you'd like to help support the crazy crap that goes on around here, go ahead and hit up my Patreon. And with that, have a good however long it is until you watch my next video.